Today, I am teaching you how you can start your YouTube channel in just 5 steps. Stay tuned. Hey Hustle Babes, I'm Chanel the Brand Hustler, and this is a channel for all of my hustle babes who are interested in gaining insight on the entrepreneur journey while learning essential marketing and business tips for their brand. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Hustle Babe community. I just want to say welcome back. It's been a while since I posted a video in the Tube Hustle series. If you're wondering where I've been, you definitely want to check out my most recent video that explains where I've been and tells you the behind the scenes story on how it all happened. But today we are talking all about how you can start your very own YouTube channel in 2020 in just 5 easy steps. Of course, we're gonna dive into these steps, but before we do that, I want you to check out the past 2 videos that were in the Tube Hustle series. If you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, the Tube Hustle series is a series of 5 videos that I am putting out all about how to start, build, and grow your brand on YouTube. If you're interested in that, you definitely want to check those things out, and you want to make sure that you stay tuned for the rest of the series. But let's go ahead and hop into this video. Step number 1 is to pick a niche. All right, niche. If you are an avid YouTube watcher, you've probably noticed that there are certain channels that post about certain things. There's channels for sports, there's channels for gossip, there's channels for entrepreneurship, there's even couple channels that entertain you with everything revolving their relationship. So the first thing you need to do is you need to decide what exactly you're interested in or what you can bring to the table to either entertain or educate someone else who is going to be watching. Once you've established that, then you can dive into actually planning out and prepping your content for YouTube and branding yourself as that person. So for example, I created this channel to be all about entrepreneurship and to teach you the different things that you need in order to build your business and your brand. All right. I also have a couples channel with my now fiance where we do entertainment videos. We do a lot of different couple channels and challenges and things like that. I would never mesh the two. I would never post one of our challenges on this channel because that just isn't what that's not what this channel is about. This channel has its very own niche market and it has its own target audience. So your first step to creating a YouTube channel, period, is to figure out what your niche is, because then you'll know who it is you need to attract and who your audience actually is. The second thing that you want to do is you want to gather your equipment. I've seen a lot of different videos that tell you, oh, it's okay, just record on your phone, just do with whatever you have and just you'll be okay. I don't fully agree with that because I don't believe in being mediocre. So if you have the means to actually invest in equipment, go ahead and do that. If you absolutely have no other way to do it and you want to start, then okay, yes, you can use a high quality phone such as an updated iPhone or an updated Android like a Galaxy, I don't know what they're on, 11 maybe, whatever that is. You can use one of those upgraded options so that you can make sure that you are at least putting out quality content, because the way that YouTube is going to rank your videos, they're going to rank it based off of not only your views but your engagement, your quality, and the SEO of your video. And if your quality is low, that means that not a lot of people will watch your video throughout, and that means that YouTube isn't going to push your video up in the search results, which then leaves you creating poor content repeatedly, and your channel will never grow and you won't get out of YouTube what you actually want to. So if you have the means to, or if you can set a plan to actually save up and invest in equipment, I definitely suggest doing that. The two main pieces of equipment that I suggest getting is one, a camera. I use an older version of a camera, but it works very, very well. I use the Canon G1X Mark II. I got my camera from a website that actually sells used and both new cameras, and we actually bought this camera used, so it wasn't even the full price. So I'm gonna put the link to that website down below. I think it's something like aperture.com or something like that, or maybe .net, but there's also different options on Amazon as well, and there's open box options at Best Buy and BrandSmart that you can take a look at and buy a camera at an affordable price that is actually of good quality. The second piece of equipment that I suggest you invest in is lighting. You can invest in a ring light, or you can take the more affordable option like I did and invest in softbox lights. My softbox lights ran me, I think, about maybe $90 or $100, and I got them from Amazon. I didn't initially start my channel with lighting. I grew and then invested in getting that lighting. You can start off with both the camera and lighting, or you can start off with just the camera and ease your way into lighting. It's up to you, but those are two main pieces of equipment that I suggest that you invest in right off the bat. Step number 3 is to actually go onto youtube.com and set up your channel. A lot of the videos I've seen that are supposed to be telling you how to start a YouTube channel, they kind of skip over this step. So I wanted to take the time to actually show you the back end of YouTube and show you the things that you need to set up to get started. So let's go ahead and do that. You're going to have to make sure that you are already logged into the correct Gmail that you want. You are then going to go to YouTube. YouTube will prompt you to create a channel. If you've already created your channel, you can skip this part and I'll just show you the important parts that you should have within your channel. But I am using a test account to show you the overall process. So YouTube will automatically populate your name based on your Gmail account. You click create a channel and then you're pretty much at a blank, right? Especially if you haven't watched a video on this channel before. So what you would do is you would go here and then you would go to your YouTube settings. From your YouTube settings, you are going to be able to add a profile picture by clicking edit on Google. Click edit on Google and you'll be able to not only add a picture, but you'll also be able to change this name. So your name is automatically going to be your first and last name that is on your Google account, but obviously my channel name is The Brand Hustler, which means I actually changed it. You've set up your name and you've gotten in, it's time to actually set up your account. So you want to click this right here and you want to make sure that you come to YouTube Studio. So I'm already at the YouTube Studio. Within your YouTube Studio is where you'll see all of your stats within your dashboard. You can see the videos uploaded, the playlists you have created, and you could take a deeper dive into your analytics by clicking this tab right here. An important thing to note is once you start uploading videos and you start receiving a lot of views and a lot of comments, YouTube will no longer send you a notification for every single comment that you get. So it's important for you to check this tab because you'll have a bunch of comments sitting here that you have to respond to. You'll also have some comments that are held for review and some that are held because they think it's spam, all right? But what I want to walk you through today is actually setting up your settings within your YouTube Studio. So click the settings tab. It's going to bring up this pop-up right here. You're going to set your currency, which for me is the US dollar, and then you're going to go to the channel tab. You want to make sure you take the time to actually list out the keywords for your channel. So is your channel about fashion? Is it about finances? Is it about love? What exactly is it about? Are you a wedding planner? Write some keywords that pertain to your channel right here. You then want to set the country that your channel is actually in. That just helps you with SEO and it also helps you down the line when it's time to become monetized. And then you can set your advanced settings. So this is something that we now have to review. We always have to check whether or not our video is made for kids. So you can automatically make this setting a default. So you can select that no, this channel is not made for kids, or that you want to review every single video and tell them whether or not it's made for kids on every video. The next tab that you're going to want to set up is your branding tab. Your branding tab is that watermark at the bottom right of every video. You want to make sure that you choose an image. It can be a subscribe button, it can be a picture of your face, or it could be your channel name. You want to upload that image here. Pay attention to the size requirements, and then once it's uploaded here and it's saved, it will appear on every video after that as a watermark, all right? This tab right here lets you know what features you are eligible for based on your channel. So you can take a look at what your channel is eligible for right here, if it meets the requirements, and all that jazz. It'll ask you to do some other stuff so that you can be verified for the other part, but that's something that we don't need to get into right now. Now, your upload defaults are something that you want to set. It makes uploading your videos faster and easier. So for your description, usually in people's description, you'll see that they have relevant links, like their social media links. If they own a business, their business links. They'll have a little story about them and why they started the channel. All of that, they don't type that in every single video. That is something that is an upload default. So once you type it here, you can save it and you can forget it, because every time you upload a video, you now have a default description. You can also set your default visibility for your videos, and then you can set default tags. I also set default tags as well. This is something that you want to do just in case you are rushing to upload a video. You can already have your tags defaulted for you, so that way you can just switch out 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 tags and upload that video. All right. Permissions is something where you can add on another person to your account to upload, monitor your account. And then community is a tab that you can add people as well to kind of review your community tab and review other things on your actual channel, but none of that really matters right now. The main part I want you to do is I want you to set up your upload defaults, and I want you to set up the keywords for your channel and make sure that you upload a channel image. And then after you're done with that, you are going to need to upload a banner image. So you're going to have to click channel, get out of YouTube Studio, and it's going to take you to what your channel looks like. You're going to make sure that you click customize channel. Once you click customize channel, you're going to be able to add a banner right here. And then you're also going to be able to organize your videos or create different sections for your future videos. Take the time to set that up. Also take the time to create an about. So click the About tab and then type out a channel description, and then let them know how they can contact you if they are interested in sponsoring a video. And you can also set your location as well as your social media and business links up from this very page. Once you're done with that, you're pretty much ready to upload your first video, and I'm going to show you how to do that later on in this video. All right, so now that you have your YouTube channel set up, it is time to start planning out your content. All right, so I like to plan my videos in bulks of like 4 to 8, depending on how creative I'm feeling. But when you're first starting out, you definitely want to sit down and map out at least 2 months worth of videos. The reason why is you're super excited when you're starting up a YouTube channel. And if you have all of these creative juices flowing now, and you have the time and ability to actually plan out this content and even record this content, I suggest doing that right now. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to start and then you get either overwhelmed or discouraged, and then you slow down on your recording process. If you are super excited about starting right now and you have a ton of ideas, let's go ahead and crank out those content plans and bulk record as many videos as you can, so that you can have those videos that all you have to do when you're ready is to edit them and put them up. So when you're thinking about content, you definitely want to think about your audience and your niche. So go back to step number 1. Think about the types of videos that your channel should be putting out, or the types of videos that your audience would appreciate, and plan out content that revolves around that. When you pick a niche, I don't want you to think that you're going to be in this box. You still have a creative outlet to use. It's just making it well targeted. So I have videos that are how-tos. I have videos where I'm showing you behind the scenes. I have vlog style videos where I'm showing you a little piece of my entrepreneurship life. And I've even done a haul video. But my fashion haul related directly back to entrepreneurship. They were all pieces of clothing that I was saying that I would use to record my content, to go to a business brunch and things like that. It's still related to my audience. And that also helps with consistency as well, because when you have something that you know you should be revolving your topics around, it's easier to create that content. It helps you push out content faster, better, and it helps you be consistent and stick to whatever content schedule you create. The last step, which is step number 5, is to record and publish your video. A lot of us get nervous when it's time to actually record our very first video, and I completely understand. So just do some practice runs if you need to. Turn on your camera, run through your videos, or even sit in front of your mirror and run through your video and practice. Pay attention to your body language, right? And just practice, practice, practice. You won't be perfect. You'll never be perfect because perfection does not exist in human form. But you definitely want to make sure that you practice as much as you can to get those jitters out. So that way when you sit in front of a camera for the first time, you are not freezing up or nervous about it, and you can actually get out all of the words or the actions that you want to actually put forth into your very first video. Once you've gotten over those nerves and you've actually recorded your video, it is time to actually publish your video. So I am going to take you behind the scenes again to show you the steps that you need to take to publish your video, create a title, set up tags, and all of that jazz. I'm going to show you behind my YouTube studio so that you can see what you need to do to actually publish your video. To publish your first video, you are going to have to either go from your dashboard or you can go from right here, but I like to go from my dashboard. So I like to click my actual YouTube studio, click create right here, and then I click upload a video. And once I do that, YouTube is going to ask you to select files. I then select whatever video it is that I'm uploading. So for the sake of time, I'm going to upload something really short. Immediately as it starts uploading, YouTube is going to give you the option to start filling out your title and your description. I give some tips on my titles in my past YouTube video where I tell you all of my growth hacks, but I would just name this whatever the title is. Like, let's just name it new YouTube video for the sake of this tutorial, and then I fill out my description. So the cool thing about descriptions is you can actually have an upload default. So all of these links that are in here are automatically pulled up every single time I upload a video. So all I have to do now is just add whatever this actual video is about. Then once you scroll down, you can upload your thumbnail. So if you have already created a thumbnail, you would just click this and then you would select your image and then it would upload the thumbnail. YouTube gives you options for a thumbnail as well if you don't create one outside of YouTube, but I always create a thumbnail because I don't like to use the still shots from YouTube's videos, just because I like my thumbnails to have a bit of context, and that is something I talk about in my last video as well. You then have the option to add it to whatever playlist you want. So this one would probably be in my recent videos playlist, but you can set up your own playlist on your actual channel, and then you can add the video to the relevant playlist. You then have to go past this new requirement, which asks you if your video is made for kids. It is now a new Protection Act in order. So if your video isn't only made for kids, definitely do not select that. Make sure that you select no, because you could be in trouble or your video's performance will be affected if you select it's for kids and it's actually not. After that, the age restriction, I never restrict my videos to a certain age. Depending on what your content is, you can restrict it to viewers over 18 if you'd like. I don't, because it doesn't really apply to me. Then to do your tags, you actually have to click the more options. So some people skip over this because it's not right in front of your face, but you have to click more options so that it can open up and then you can actually see the area for you to put in your tags. Like I said, I have upload default. So these are my upload default tags. Now, for every video, I do change 90% of my tags, and I only keep about 10% of my default tags. So depending on the video, I would just erase whatever tags doesn't apply by hitting the X, and then I would type in my new tags. All right? And so I have TubeBuddy, so every time I type a tag, TubeBuddy brings up relevant tags that pertain to my video. If you don't have TubeBuddy, you will never see this pop up. I also have this cool feature because I have TubeBuddy. They give me different suggested tags depending on what my video is about. TubeBuddy will tell me tags that they feel like are relevant for my video that will help me rank better. But if you don't have TubeBuddy, you won't see this part. You would just see this tag part right here, and then it would automatically jump to the recording date and location segment. I always put a location. I never really put a recording date, but I always put a location. It's just a habit. You don't necessarily have to, but I always do. And then for the licensing, I always leave it as the standard YouTube license. I always want to publish it to the subscriptions feed and notify my subscribers. That gets people to watch your video. I will never not do that because it just doesn't make sense. And then I always allow embedding as well. So that way, if I want to put my video on my actual website or something like that, I can, and it's not restricted. My category is automatically set from when I set up my channel. And then in terms of comments, you have the option to turn off how many likes and dislikes you get on a video. I always keep mine on. And then you also have the ability to just disable comments or allow all comments or whatever you want. I hold potentially inappropriate and spam comments because I don't want people to go buck wild crazy. So you have the option to actually do that. Once you're done with this stage right here, the second stage, if you are not monetized, you won't have the monetization screen. It'll just hop to the video element screen. If you are monetized, which you won't be when you just start a channel, but if you happen to be monetized and you're still watching this video, you can toggle on the monetization to on, and then you can apply your ads where it fits. But I am actually going over how to get monetized in my next YouTube video, so definitely stay tuned for that if you're interested. Then after that, you will be able to apply what's called an end screen and add information cards if you want to. The end screen is the thing that appears at the end of every video that suggests a new video for you to watch and that tells you to subscribe to that person's channel. So at the end of all of my videos, there's an end screen. The thing is, end screens won't appear on very, very short videos. The video I just uploaded was 6 seconds, therefore I can't have an end screen. But as long as your video is over a certain length, I believe the length is a minute or two, you will be able to have an end screen. The final step is then to save and publish and to make sure that you're publishing as public. So switch your video to public and then you can publish. You have the option to schedule your video. If you want your video to go live at a certain time, you can schedule it for a time in the future. You can also set your video up as a premiere, which is something else that we have to get into in the future. But those are the options, and that is basically how you upload your first video to YouTube. And that's it. You're pretty much done with starting your very own YouTube channel. It's super easy, super simple. As long as you follow these 5 steps, you will be up and running with your YouTube channel in no time. So what I want to hear from you is I want you to comment down below when you intend on starting your YouTube channel. And if you've already started it, what exactly is your YouTube channel about? Comment down below. Have you started your YouTube channel? If not, when do you plan on starting it? And what will your YouTube channel be about? Let's chat, let's engage, let's support each other down in the comments. And by commenting, you actually get a chance to be shouted out in my next video within the Tube Hustle series. Like I said before, the Tube Hustle series is all about how to start, build and grow on YouTube. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss the other videos in this series, and definitely check out the other 2 videos that I have already published within the Tube Hustle series. Like this video, share this video with somebody that you know it will help, and follow me on Instagram at The Brand Hustler, or you can follow my personal page at I Am Chanel Q to stay up to date with everything that I have going on. Other than that, I hope this video helped you, and I will see you in my next video, Hustle Babes. Bye!